everybody, it's Ginger from In Sheep's Clothing Yarn Shop here in Torrington, Connecticut. And I always want to say it's another What's New Wednesday, but it's not. This is my YouTube channel, and I welcome you. If this is your first time here, or if you've been watching for a little while, thank you for coming back. I am really excited about being here. So I have some new things to show you. We're not out of the chicken phase yet. I promise you it will be soon. July, I promise. I have one more little thing up my sleeve, and then I am off the chicken train. But so anyway, so we'll get to the chickens in a second. And what else? Okay, so anyway, like I said, I have a lot of things to talk about, and maybe I should just go ahead and get right into the chickens, right? So I am really thrilled. I have two different chickens tonight, and I'm gonna I guess I'll show this one first because we just showed this one. 4th of July is going to be upon us before we know it. This is, what is your name? Your name is Doodle, short for Yankee Doodle. And it just came to me Thursday night. It's like, because every Thursday night, we're talking chickens and other things too. But I said, I should do something for the 4th of July. Wouldn't that be fun to do? So anyway, I thought about it, and then I cast on Friday, and voila. Now this particular chicken, so I'm kitting it up, and actually I kitted it up in a couple of different ways. This one here, because if you don't know me by now, I love to work with wool. Not a big fan of, I just love wool. I will work with other things, but wool is always going to be my favorite. So anyway, this is kind of like a little luxury chicken. But I mean, for a little patriotic hen, I think it should be. I mean, why not? Something nice. Now this is I call it Cash for short, Cacherijo, from Noro, and it's a cashmere silk wool blend, and it is just delightful. So I did it actually. I'm kitting some of them up in that yarn and some of them up in Silk Garden Solo. The colors are so incredibly close. Maybe it's because they're both from Noro, but this particular one I actually did Silk Garden. The red stripe is Silk Garden, and then I did the white I'm calling it Cash for short. So it was just so much fun. Now I did discuss, I had somebody that ordered it, and they said, oh, I already purchased the pattern, and I didn't grab one with me, but I did put up the pattern for the Chicklet up on Facebook. So if you are, I still have an end. If you are not interested in purchasing kits, because these do work up great in your leftover yarns, and the thing is, the kits will come with a free pattern. They do come with all your little goodies, your eyes, and all your little fixings here, everything but the stuffing. But anyway, the pattern is up because I know that I got a lot of requests from people that were not in the States that really wanted to make this, but I totally get it. Sending a kit for the yarn to God knows where is really prohibitive. So the shipping is so expensive. So I put the pattern up mostly for those people. So anyway, so the pattern for Doodle is actually a little different because I had to knit it a little different. This one here, when I cast on it, I started knitting, I almost took it out, and I said, no, that's all right. We can work this out. I realized that my little stars were going to be upside down because I cast on this way, and I didn't want them showing like that. So I said, okay, that's fine. I will continue. What did I do? I totally forgot now. There's a provisional cast on in there someplace. And then what I did was, with the provisional cast on, I worked, I can't remember now, but provisional cast on, so I worked down. I was still able to do my nice little 3-needle bind off at the top, which made me happy. And then I just picked up, oh, you know what? I didn't do a provisional cast on because there is a way that you could unpick your stitches. It takes a little longer than provisional cast on does, for sure, but when you're just not feeling like you want to knit and you just don't feel like ripping it out and starting again, So anyway, I worked down from this part here. And yeah, so it's just another way. This chick can be knit upside down, backwards, sideways, I swear. But anyway, so it was so much fun and just such a satisfying little project to make. So I was really, really happy. I just think it's so cute. Even my husband, I brought it home this afternoon and I showed it to him, and he was kind of impressed. Sometimes, he's like, but no, he was impressed with this. Maybe it's because he kind of understood it, red, white, and blue. So anyway, so I had kits for Doodle here, and what I did was, if you want the nice little Noro woolly kit, and this will make one, and the measurements on this I think are like 6 inches up and down, about 10 inches wide. So I have these little kits already made up. They're up on the website. I'll put it in the notes in the description below the video. So I have these, and then what I thought about too was, you know what, maybe, because this will only make one, and I just thought maybe some people want to make more than one, but this could, be a little expensive to do it. So how about I took Encore, Plymouth Encore, and I made nice big ones. These, you should be able to get at least, I think, 4 chicks out of this. And you also get the eyes to be able to do 4 chicks, and all the, you know what I forgot to do? I was in a hurry to get this put together so you could see it, but I need to put the color for the yellow for the beak. That's all it's missing, just the yellow for the beak, and then it's good to go. So I'm kind of excited about that. So those are also up on the site. Okay, so that particular Chicklet is out of the way, and I made a comment during the, and I think I don't know if I showed it or I just commented about the in the YouTube. So I finished my felted Chicklet, and let me get this out of the way here. And here it is. Here is my felted Chicklet, and I'm really, really thrilled with it. I have been using it ever since I got the zipper in. So this is up on the website, and I'm offering them in kits. So what I did was, these are in Ito, and it's one of those 200-gram balls of yarn. So I wound them down into 4 separate balls. So you get your color. Now I also have a lime green for the, what is my, I swear I do this every single time. I want to say crest. I can't remember. Oh my god. I'm going to have this just written down. I'm going to feel like an idiot later, because I feel like an idiot now, but I'll really, because I'm going to be like, you know what it is. You know what it is. But anyway, you can get it in the turquoise, and this is a chenille, or you can get it in the lime green, which picks up on the colors that are also in here. Comes with the eye. This will make one. Comes with the eye, for your beak color, and also I have a zipper. Now the zippers are assorted, but I try to, make them like, this one's orange. I have yellow. I think I have a red. They're colors that will go with this, and it's supposed to kind of make a little pop of color in your, like this one here. I have the orange zipper in there. So I have the pattern written up for this as well, but this is going to be a kit. I'm not doing the pattern separate for this. And this is one size, although you would need more yarn, but you can, once you've made the small one, it's really easy to figure out how to make, just cast on more stitches and just figure out the decreasing. So anyway, kits for those, and I did offer some other colorways as well. There's blue green, and I forgot to grab the yarn, but there's like a blue green. I think I called it Lagoon. I have a kind of purple blue that I called Monet, and I can't remember the other ones, but yeah, I think there's, and I'm going to put up a pastel as well, because I had that cute little pastel Chicklet, which is over across the room. I'm not going to get up and get it. But anyway, I have been enjoying this so much. I can't tell you. It's the little things that give us so much pleasure. I enjoy kneading something, my needle, a little needle or something, and just being able to just unzip it. It unzips so nice and easy, there it is. I can fit so much in here, and then it just zips closed really easy. So anyway, it just makes me happy. It gives me lots of pleasure, and I hope that it might be something that will give you a lot of pleasure too, for yourself or maybe as a gift. But it's fun and easy to make. Yeah. So anyway, so that is the felted chicklet, and I'll put the notes for this as well. And one more chick, and then we're done for chicks tonight. I just wanted to show you because I think I showed it on my Facebook. I'm not sure that I showed it here, but I wanted to know if you can guess. Does this look slightly familiar to you? Think about it. What does this remind you of? I mean, it is a chicken. One of my Thursday night knitters made this. They did crocheted tail feathers here. And then I love the ruffle top. I think that's just great. If you can't think of what this is, I will tell you. The Market Square bag, which, oh, I do have one here. Oh, it's the color that I can't stand. Well, I can't stand for me personally. I have people that do like it and have ordered it, but it's just not my cup of tea. But if you look at it, it's the Market Square. It has the Market Square bottom, and then it has your slip stitch pattern. You did do the slip stitch pattern. Did I do the slippers in knit? No, I think it's slip stitch. But it looks a little different because it's two solid colors. Then he went up to the top and then did the 3 needle bind off like in the chick pattern, and then just did all the little finishings. Is that not the cutest? And he has weight in here, so this could almost be a doorstop. But isn't that clever? It's amazing the things that, other people's minds can think up. But I just wanted to share that with you because I thought it was great. Okay, now I hope that if you have not seen, I spent the weekend down in Virginia, Berryville, to go visit with my dad for Father's Day this past weekend. And while I was down there, I took the trunk show with me, the Noro trunk show, and I did the trunk show outside, out in his backyard, and it smelled wonderful because there was a big magnolia tree there, and it was very, very hot, but it was really beautiful outside. So anyway, we did that, but you know what? Because I almost forgot a bunch of stuff on my way down, but I remembered them, and I'm sorry about the activity tonight. So I lost my train of thought here. So, wow, can't remember. Okay, so we did the trunk show down there, and oh yes, I forgot to mention a number of things while I was down there. One of them being, and I did put it in the notes, but in case you didn't watch or you didn't look at the notes, 10% off on the website, anything that is on the Noro 24 spring page, all the projects, all the yarn that's featured there, all 10% off through June 30th. So I know some of you have been taking advantage of it, but please, I want to remind you all that if you're interested, take advantage of it now while you can. Also, if you watch, I would really love it if you did watch the Noro video, or at least some of it. I'm having a giveaway. Totally forgot to mention that too. I had a giveaway here in the store, and I want to thank Knitting Fever for providing the giveaways. But I had some additional giveaways left over, and I wanted to share those with my online friends. So if you comment not on this one, you have to go back to the previous Noro trunk show, and I would like you to make a comment on the trunk show, and I would love it if you just kind of watch, even just for a little while, just to see a couple of the projects. And then I would love for you to make a comment, and I would love to it would really be great if it was a comment about the yarn or one of the garments, a comment about Noro in general, and you will be put in for the drawing, which will be done. I want to give you plenty of time to do that, so I'm going to say June 3rd, June, where I come up with these dates, June 30th. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because I have a couple other drawings, and those are next Wednesday, Yeah, those are next Wednesday. So we'll give you till June 30th to get plenty of time to watch YouTubes and see what's going on. Okay, so I didn't want you to miss out on that. And then also, let's see, make sure that everything about the income. Okay, and then also when I'm talking about drawings, a number of I've been getting pictures in. So what I'm asking, anybody that has gotten the Chiclets or the Market Square bag kit and you've finished your bag, please send me a picture. I would like to be able to, I'm trying to think about how I can put them together and maybe do like a slideshow of them. I want to call it the Parade of Chicks. So that would be really fun. But people have been sending me the past couple weeks their pictures. So please send me your picture of your Market Square bag and your Chicklet. You have till, I don't know what the date is next Wednesday. I have a feeling I should check. I should have checked on that one. What the date is next Wednesday. Because I'm thinking that maybe I want to give people a little bit more time. Because I know people have been ordering Chicklet kits. And I would love for them to be taking part in this. So maybe what I should do, I guess I could figure it out mathematically, right? Because I know my watch isn't charged. So if today's the 22nd, I don't know when July 4th is. Okay, I think what I'm just going to say is I will do the drawing not next Wednesday. I'm going to give everybody an extra week. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give everybody an extra week. So whatever that falls on. So not next Wednesday, but the following Wednesday. I'll have to figure out what that date is, okay? So now you have more time. And if you decide that you want to get Yankee, the Yankee Doodle Chicklet, that's great. You can get it and still have time to be able to put in and what the prize is, you get a kit of your choice of any of the Chiclets. So any Chicklet color and any of the colors here, you can order, as long as some of the colors aren't available anymore, but most of them are. As long as it's one that's available, you can order that kit. And same thing with the Market Square. Any available Cairns colors, you can get whatever color choice that you would like for the Market Square if your name is drawn. Okay, so excited about that. So yeah, we're gonna give everybody an extra week for both of those, and but the 30th is the deadline for the Nora. Okay, so anyway, I'm hoping that you're all have had a great day or having a great day. It's so funny. I had somebody that called me up today and we were chatting, and it just made me realize, I'm like, I came in here on a Saturday. I wish I could do this show like at 12 or 1 o'clock, because I come in Saturday and I get so energized by whatever it is that I'm doing, my work, putting kits together, customers. I had such an enjoyable time helping customers put things together today. And yeah, it just energizes me. And I was so wanting to do this show. I could not wait to do the show. And then as 3 o'clock came around, and then I took the call from this customer, and I still had some work to get finished, and I'm thinking, I'm not feeling quite as energetic as I was. I'm not bouncing off the walls like I was this morning. So definitely, and right now, because I had to go home, make dinner and stuff. So here it is. It's, no, can't be. It's 10 p.m. I don't know where the time goes. The last I looked at the time when I was home, it was 7. By the time I got here in the shop, it was 8:45. I'm like, I don't know how that happened. So anyway, so now I'm definitely, I am a little energized by being here, but definitely still kind of dragging my butt a little bit. So, but I'm always very happy to be here. And I have to also just say, I am loving the calls that I'm getting from you all. The emails. Thank you so much. I got one call from Peggy. She was a delight to speak with. She gave me some great life diet tips and some great encouragement. And I want to thank her so much. She was so wonderful. We had such a great chat. And yeah, so I just want to thank you all for that. And then also along that line, I wanted to make sure I put it down while I was thinking about it. There was one thing I wanted to also thank. I wanted to thank Beth for sending me, she sent me an email with remember we had talked about swatching in the round? And it's kind of a pain to do. Well, she sent me a video, and I'm going to include the link so you can check it out yourself. Oh my, what a game changer. My mind just went like this when I watched the video, because as soon as she was doing what she started to do, I'm like, oh no, don't tell me. Oh my God, that's genius. I could not believe it. So I will just give you a little bit of an explanation of what she did. So when you're knitting your gauge in the round, so say you're doing in the sweater in the round, you don't want to work back and forth, because you can't, if you purl, you're not getting the gauge that you would if you're just knitting. Okay, so what you do is you knit, slide, and you carry the yarn across the back. Okay, you don't. You do pull your yarn, however, you knit with it. What you do, and this is a great tip, even if you're not swatching in the round. So say that you don't know if you're going to be able to get across a row. You have a bunch of yarn, but you don't know if you're going to make it. Tip, what you do is you take your yarn and you stretch out your knitting. You go 1, 2, 3, 4. Your yarn goes across 4 times. That's enough yarn to get across the row. Okay, same thing with the circular knitting or circular swatch. So what you do is you cast on, you knit that first row. So now you should carry that yarn across the back. Okay, what you do is you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then with that yarn, you start knitting, and you knit that yarn that you just pulled out. You knit across, you end up with a little loop at the end, and then guess what? Your strand of yarn that you started working with is at the end. So now you just knit across, and then you repeat 1, 2, 3, 4, knit across with that, and then knit with the yarn. Genius. I am so excited about it. I first of all, I cannot wait for Thursday night to share this with my Thursday night knitters, if they haven't seen this, if they don't see this already. And I can't wait. Who can't wait to make a swatch? I can't wait to make the circular swatch. I think this is going to be so much fun. So I just learned about this the other day, and I didn't have time. I mean, I had that little chick to make. So I do want to make a swatch, and I could show you what I'm talking about with the little loops. But I will put the link so that you can check it out yourself, and you're going to be amazed. And I bet you're going to want to try it yourself. So I want to thank Beth so much for being so generous and sharing that with me so I could share it with you. So thank you, Beth. I also, before I forget too, I've been watching a lot more YouTubes now, okay? And I found one that I absolutely adore her. I'm going to let you check her out, because I can't find the words to explain what it is that I love about her. So the YouTube is called Rachel is Knitting. She's a young gal. Check her out. She makes me laugh out loud. She's so like spot on about things. She brings things back that I have forgotten about. She's just you have to watch. You watch, and then you let me know. We'll bring this up again. You let me know what it is, that word. And I love her. I love her. So you need to check her out. And then also, this has nothing to do with knitting at all. But while I was checking out YouTubes, I came across a YouTube that I was mesmerized. partly because it was interesting, and partly because the gentleman that was doing the YouTube was so incredibly gorgeous. I mean, gorgeous. And it's called Regal Gentleman. And he does hair cutting. And he does amazing styles. These guys come in and and they come from all over the place. And he does these amazing haircuts on them. So, I mean, that was interesting in itself. I mean, I always like to, when we had, during COVID, I watched a lot of hairdressing. Not men, but I watched a lot of women having their hair cut. And that was interesting. But this, yeah, the hair cutting was interesting, but I couldn't keep my eyes off this guy. He is gorgeous. So anyway, just a little something. Yeah. Wait till my husband, no, he doesn't watch these. Unless he watches, no, he doesn't watch these at all. And if he does, oh well, he'll get over it. Okay, so what else did I want to talk to you about? Oh, okay, something that I do not have in yet, but I did put an order in for. Now, I subscribe to some magazines, and they're from, what's the name of the company? They're from Long Thread Media, which used to be Interweave Press. So there's this, because I do a lot with rigid heddle weaving, they have this magazine that comes out, I don't know how many times it comes out. If it's twice, I don't remember. But this is the fall 20, this is the new, yeah, this is the new one. So this is for fall. It must come out maybe twice a year. So it's called Little Looms. And there's been some that I've gotten that I was less than enthusiastic about. Maybe if there was one project that I liked. It's just that there's some nice techniques and stuff that's good, and there's not an awful lot out there on a regular basis for rigid heddle weaving. So I get the magazine, and when you get the magazine, I like to get it in print because I do like my in my hand, but it's also available digitally. Oh, and that reminds me of something else I want to tell you about. Can't forget that. So anyway, this magazine is the best. It is the best. So I just decided I hadn't gotten the magazine yet. Usually they'll let me know it's coming. You get the digital copy, and then within a day or two, I have the print magazine. So I'm like, usually I will just do a quick peruse, online and see what's in there because, I can't wait. So I did that. And then I kind of was looking around, and I think I was going to enlarge it or something. Now, I did not know this. I was so excited. I told my daughter, and she didn't know it either. When you're looking, and I don't know if it's a particular platform or whatever, but when you're reading it, if you go up to the top, and I'm not sure where exactly, it just was up at the top, and I clicked on it, and it gives you all these options, and one of them was read. And I'm like, what's that? So I clicked on it. Guess what? Wherever you were that you clicked reading the magazine, it actually reads to you. Maybe you all know about this. I didn't. And I'm just like, it was reading an ad. But still, I thought, that's amazing. That's totally amazing. I can actually read a magazine and do some work and not feel, and actually be able to read a magazine, because I can't even, I don't know about you, but sometimes I get just so busy, I can't read the whole article. And I used to do that all the time. I used to get these magazines and just read every single article that was in there. I would read the ads, and I just don't. I skim through, I find things that I like and make mental notes, or like what I did here, so many, because I love this issue. Did I say it's great? We'll go through it. But then it gets better about this whole reading thing. If you go up and you click again, you have a choice of what the voice is. Oh yeah. Now, I went through it, and I was kind of like, one of them was just so computerized and was just horrible. I'm like, nope, not do that. All right, let's try the woman's voice. Tried that, and it was better. It was better, but it was still not, it was okay. So then I said, you know what? Because I watch like BritBox and Acorn and all those. I love British, European TV so much, movies. So anyway, I went through and it said, I'm not sure how they explained it, UK English or whatever. So I'm like, let's click on that. Clicked on that, and they had it woman or men. I clicked on the woman, and I'm like, oh, this I can listen to. And then I tried the guy, and I'm like, no, 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 he sounded a little bit too kind of too starchy. So I went up to the woman again, and anyway, that is chosen on my computer, and I can't wait to have a magazine article read to me. And I'm sure you must know about it. I just was totally amazed. So I think that's wonderful. So anyway, getting back to what I started talking about, I ordered for the shop the Little Loom magazines because I wanted to start carrying these. And then I also, because I can get, if you know anything about hand woven magazine, didn't order that one yet because I don't, because they tend to be geared more towards the not rigid heddle, and my shop I do mostly rigid heddle, so I'm like, so I don't get really calls for that magazine, so I'm not doing that one. But one of my other favorites that I always get in print, I've gotten these magazines for like, I don't know what, 30 years now, 25 years, Spin-Off magazine. They have like this one, I love that mitten pattern. Isn't that a great pattern? So they always have nice weaving, knitting patterns in here. So I think even if you're not a spinner, but you're maybe kind of interested in it, here, weaving, this, I think you should get weaving, Spin-Off magazine. And the pictures are pretty. Here, look, here's another knitted thing. So anyway, and the artwork is always so beautiful. But I've been getting, like I said, I've been getting Little Looms. Look at this cover. Doesn't that make you just want to get the magazine? So I'll be carrying the Spin-Off again. I'll have the Little Looms magazine. And what I understand, it sounded like they were sending them right out to me. So I'm hoping maybe this week, maybe the end of this week, I might actually have them. But I think I might have mentioned, and this was a last year's spring magazine. But there would always be a few things that I liked. Yeah, there were a few things that I would like in here. But this one here, this was from fall 2022. And no, not this cover here. Let me find it. There was a quilt in here. I'm not a quilter, but I love this. Maybe I love it just because of the colors too. And it's funny because these are not my colors. But look at this. It's a combination of weaving and a quilting technique. So these are small little squares that are woven. And then, what do they call this? Pin loom squares. They're using, it's washable sock yarn. Rag quilt finishing, which I love that too. And so anyway, I got all excited about it. I wanted to make it. I went and ordered the looms. They're Zoom looms. And the Zoom loom, I'll show you what it looks like. And if you remember the Weave It looms, this is the updated version of it. So here it is. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Maybe a little some instructions in there, but that's it. So all excited. It was like springtime, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be my summer project, and this will be great in the shop. We can get a bunch of people making this quilt. Well, I got the order. They took the order and everything, and then I got my confirmation and saying that, let's see, this was in spring. Maybe it was June, saying that it would be coming in September. I was, talk about being blown away. I was just like, okay, well, that totally forgets, that blows up that whole idea. We're not doing that. So now, because of that, so what did I say? 2022. Here we are, 2024. Let's give it a try this spring. So all I need to do now is figure out what yarn I want to do this in. I have decided that I think I don't want to do it in a wool, only because it's going to be, I want to keep it on my sofa. Just to be a little throw, because I want to use it. So I'm thinking maybe I should do cotton. And since I'm weaving with it, I tend to like to weave with cotton better than I like to knit with it. So I was kind of thinking, but now see, now that I look at this picture again with the solids, now I'm thinking maybe I want solid. I'm not sure what I want to do, but then I got this idea that maybe I want to use this yarn, Marmal, from Ella Ray. And what I would have done was, yeah, so I'm kind of thinking that would make really pretty squares, the multicolor. And then maybe I could, do a combination of the two together. So that's a thought. I have no idea what I'm going to use for the fabric. I figured figuring out the yarn is probably the most important thing, and then I can always figure out what I want for the fabric later. But I have a feeling that this is going to be something that I'm going to be able to I'll practice on and make squares. But wouldn't that be a fun project? And this is so portable. It's just perfect for summer. And I find, I don't know about you, but I find in the summertime, I like to work on things that aren't knitting. I mean, I still love to knit, and I will continue to knit, but I have a tendency to, maybe not lately, but in the past, this is my MO, is I like to get more into weaving, or I like to do maybe more crafty type things. So this is totally up my alley for what I would like to do. So maybe you would like to do, maybe you guys would like to do this too. Yeah, maybe you would. Probably better check. Make sure. I mean, I still have some. Yeah, I still have some left over from when I ordered them. But maybe if you're interested, I might need to get some more. So I probably should check on availability. But if you have the old, you don't need the Zoom loom. If you have those wooden weavettes, those are perfect, because that's what this is. So look around and see if you have them, because then you can make your squares. And wouldn't that be fun? I think that would be fun. Also, these are a great way to see, if kind of more if you're a weaver, but just to see how yarns work up. So you might want to give that a try just for that reason. So, okay, now I'm excited. I have a summer project. And now that I said it, it's out in the ether, right? Just like my weight program, it's out there. And I am plugging away. Things are moving slowly, but they are moving, so that's good. And I thank you for all your not compliments, but all your encouragement. And for those of you, I know I have a few people that are saying, you know what, I can kind of do that myself too. So I'm going to be working along with you. So I think that's great. Okay, so yeah, so those magazines, can't wait. Oh, and there's one more magazine. They have this new magazine, and I thought it was only offered digitally if you got this package. It's called Farm and Fiber Knits. Doesn't that sound enticing? And when I've looked at what's offered inside, I was really tempted to go ahead and do this to get the magazine. But I found out I can get the magazines. So I ordered those as well. So I am really excited. I cannot wait to dig in and see what that magazine is all about. So hopefully if I get it next week, I'll be able to show it to you. So that's very, very exciting. Okay, let's just relax a little bit here, because it's only, I think I can't tell, got a mannequin's head right in front there. Yeah, it's after 10 anyway. I can't see it on my camera here. Okay. Also, I made a little progress. Just trying to think. Once this chicken thing is all done and over with, I really don't have, I have one project coming up for July, and then that's it. So I have some serious other knitting things that I need to do. I have a project, I have a shawl, I have a wrap that that's bubbling in my head. I saw a pattern for something that I liked, but I'm thinking maybe I kind of want something else too. So I'm thinking about maybe I can use a little of this, but make it this way. So we'll see what happens with that. and that's going to be a wool project. I am almost finished. Tell you, when you don't like a color, this has been tough. I am almost. Somebody told me that if you look at it from far away, it's not as bad. This has been a tough color for me to get through, but I am at the point now, believe me, I could not wait to get to this point where I am doing the stockinette right now. So hopefully I'm doing that in the multicolor. So hopefully that helps to ground all this green a little bit. So by next week it should be finished. I mean, there's not that much more to do. So there's just some stockinette and then finish the handles and then I'm done. So yeah, I'm done with the green. But anyway, so we've all done. I'm actually kind of, again, I have accountability here. I would have normally just ripped this out at some point, or maybe not even ripped it out. I would have just set it aside, get it. It would be buried, and then I'd kind of forget about it. And then if I forget about it, I can't feel bad about it, right? But since you all know about this, and I've had some people ask me what condition the bag is in, or if I ripped it, or if it's finished, it's like I need to finish it. So anyway, so that will be happening very soon. All right, what else? Oh, this week in this week's my newsletter, I'm doing a special, and this is good through June 30th as well. This is Kaya, and I took a second look at it. This is from Louisa Harding, and this is done in the Brittany yarn. And Brittany is this yarn that I've discussed before. And this is a silk and cotton blend. It's 38% silk, so it's very, very, it really feels wonderful, has beautiful, beautiful drape. And anyway, I was just thinking, because I'm kind of looking at stuff that, looking forward, I would like something that I can actually wear. And this is nice and loose and flowing, and it's a one-size project. The measurements on it, length is 26, and let's see, what's the actual measurement? 54 inches. And this is what it looks like, the back of it. So I'm looking at all that nice, generous drape, and I'm thinking, I think I could wear that. I'm hoping. I think I could. And if not now, maybe a little later. But anyway, so I'm looking forward to this. I actually have a customer that's going to be making it as a sample for the shop, with the idea that it will end up being mine. And I'm also going to be getting a sample. I called Knitting Fever up and asked them if they had a sample of it, and they said yes, and they're sending it out to me. So I should have it, I will have it next week. So when I do my next, either What's New Wednesday, if I have it in time for What's New Wednesday, I think I should, or if I'll do it for the YouTube. But it's really pretty. And it's just a really pretty lace, and I'm offering a special price on it right now, so check it out. I've got lots of different colors. It does have a lace chart, but it's a simple, it's a simple lace, and it only takes 4 balls of the Brittany, and it's a nice discount, plus you also get the pattern included as well. So, keep that in mind. You can check it out online. But I can't wait to get the sample so I can share that with you. So that's Kaya. And I think I just have like one more thing to talk about. Oh yeah, one more big thing. So talk about getting some new exciting things in the shop. Okay, so you know how much I love my Della Q bag. And I'm sure that by now there's lots of you loving yours as well. What's so great are the snaps, which it's almost like bubble wrap because it's so fun to snap. They're just they have such a nice sound when they snap, and not so much, I don't think about it, not a big sound when they open, but it's the snapping. And they're easy and they open easily. And what's really, really great, which is even the best part, is the outside zipper, which is the full size of the bag. And this is so great. I love to use these for my projects, put my project inside, I mean a smaller project, and then my notions and my pattern and everything can be in the front. So I have everything that I need for my project, and it's just, you know, grab and go, so it's great. And then also, these are available, and I've had these before, these are also available in the big size. And then they have the small bag inside. So there you go. But what I'm excited about is, so now they have these bags coming in. Let me see if I can pull these up. I have my my tablet here. I'm not much of a, I hardly ever use my tablet, so, but I see people using them all the time, and it's like, okay, get with the program here. This should be helpful, and hopefully I can get to it nice and easily. I did have it prepared. I did have one thing that I did want to show you. It has nothing to do with what I was just talking about. Here, yes, I can do this. Okay, so now what they have are what they call rainbow standing snaps. And is it gonna let me? Okay, I'm going to the store. No, I don't know what my password is on the tablet though, so I can't go get there from here. So I'm sorry, I have to back it up, and let me see if I can, here we go. No, let's still view your order. Let's do it that way. Just want to show you a picture of it. So they have the big bag is what they call rainbow. So it's striped. And then what they have, come on, I just want a picture. I had the picture before, but it went away. All right, let's see here. What else can I do here? Della Q. I keep doing the same thing, and it keeps doing the same thing. So again, it has the big bag, striped, and bright colors, and then it has a solid colored, like this other one does, a solid colored smaller bag. So I ordered, one of the colors already sold out. Before I had pre-orders, so one already sold out. Oh, I really, really wanted to be able to do this. Let me just see if I can do this. Here we go. Okay, I'll go to my newsletter. Next best thing. Here we go. Okay, so this is my newsletter. Okay, but let me just see if I can, oh, it'll take me to my website. This is kind of, okay, this is kind of great. There we go. This is what I wanted. Okay, so there is the big rainbow snap bag, and then the small solid snap bag. So that's the blue. And then also, oh, this is actually kind of cool to be able to do it this way. So then there's a pink. Oh, this is great. And there's pink. So these are on their way. I should be getting these Tuesday. So I'm very excited about that. And then the one that I ran out of, but I reordered, so those will be coming maybe within a few days later. But the yellow, it's so funny because I don't do much with yellow in the shop. But I mean, I know it was really, really a nice colorway. But of course, the one that I didn't order as many of these. And of course, those are the ones that sold out. Of course, right? So now let me show you the small ones. Okay, oops. Okay, let's get back there again. Oh, this is so great. I can share what is, I wanted to share this picture. Okay, we'll go back. We'll go back and I'll show you that in a second. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is the color I'm really excited about, and you're going to be like, huh? You just complained about, but this is a different color. You were just complaining about, oh, wait a minute, I had to go here. You were just complaining about your green bag that you do not like. All right, first let me show you this one. I love the logo that's on it, support your local yarn shop. So there's the teal color, well, I think they call it cobalt, but it's more like a teal. So that, I just love it, and that's a great color too. And then, let me show you. Okay, then they have the lilac. I'll say the, Okay, so then you've got that one. Okay, and now this is the one I like. I just think it's fun. It's a different kind. It's bright. It's fun. This is called lemon lime. So you've got lime for the bag and you've got the yellow for the zipper. I can't help it. I just think that's really fun. I think I would just like to have a nice, fun, bright bag. Now, come on. This looks totally, come on. It looks totally different. Totally. So I'm allowed to have this color. Plus, look, it looks great with pink. But anyway, so these will be coming in on Tuesday, and these are up on the website. So I'm really excited about these. I think everybody should have. I think everybody should have one, but I think this is the kind of thing. I already have a bunch of people that are like, "Oh yeah, get me." They're just collecting them. They're collecting different colors. So anyway, yeah, I can't wait for those to come in. Yeah, this is very cool. Okay, I know I'm like a kid here. I learned how to do something. Okay, so now one thing I did want to share with you that somebody, and I shared this in my newsletter. And if you'd like to, I don't really ever talk about this much, but if you'd like to get my newsletter, you can sign up on my website. There's a place you go on my website, scroll down, and there's a place that you can just sign up, and there you go. I think there's yeah, I guess the link to the website is on in the, um, not the directions. They're in there. They're under the, what do you call it? Not the directions. Where all the links are under the video. But I wanted to share, so everybody's sharing their Market Square bags and their chicks. I want to share. This was one of the bags. Can I make this bigger? This was a small picture to start out with, so it might not show. Nah, it's not letting me do that. Okay, it's not letting me do that. But I do want to definitely share this one because look at this bag. Diane came into the shop. Look at those colors. Unfortunately, the red is no longer. She got one of the last balls of yarn. The blue is still available, but what she did with the Market Square was she did stockinette for the whole bag. Just about the whole bag. And what she did, because I've had other people do stockinette, but they did one color. She maintained the changing two rows of one color, 2 rows of second. And she did that, and the color, I adore that color. I think that's gorgeous. If I had any of that red around, I would be making one more of these bags. That would be my bag. And I would make it just like she did with just the stockinette. I wouldn't even do the patterning. Yeah, I really, really like that. Yeah, so anyway, getting back. So if you are interested in the newsletter, you can maybe find out a little bit before the YouTube comes up. Because usually what I put up on the newsletter, I'm going to be telling you about and going into more depth on the YouTube. So yeah, so if you're interested in that, or if you don't want to commit to getting a newsletter in your your email every week, I do it once a week. I do everything I can not to ever make it more than once a week, except for, you know, Christmas greetings or, you know, holiday greetings or something like that. Otherwise, it has to be an absolute emergency because I know people, you know, you get a lot of emails and, you know, I can't do less than once a week. Once it works, and yeah, so that's what I do. Yeah, so you won't get inundated with it. But if you feel that that's too much, you can go to Facebook and I upload my newsletter onto Facebook every Tuesday night. That's when I do my newsletter. And you can just view it there. You can just go to my post, click on the newsletter link, and you can see it, and you're not obligated to be getting something in your email if you don't want to. So, and you could still be, you know, on top of what's happening. So, that's that. Okay, I think I still can't see the clock properly here. Oh yeah. I think it's time for me to go home. I'm going to work on this, and hopefully, I don't know, maybe it'll go up at midnight. Who knows? Who knows? But definitely Sunday, you'll get to see this on Sunday. Or whenever you get to watch it, that's it. But I hope that you have, it's gonna be Sunday tomorrow. So anyway, I'm hoping to have a really enjoyable, quiet weekend, and get through some of these. I want to make sure I get your. Oh, that was the other thing too. Is these are available immediately, because I know you don't want to take your time getting these done. So if you want, don't be afraid that if you order this, that it's going to take forever, because these, like whatever orders came in today, they'll come in tomorrow, they're going out Monday. Okay, so they will go out right away. Okay, so I will see you again next week, if not sooner. Thank you again so much for watching, and you all take care. Bye-bye.